So this extra reaction, which is caused because of the gyroscopic couple, we can find out from this value. C is equal to 9.2 Newton meter. Okay. Now what is couple? If you recall some concept from the mechanics, then the couple is caused because of the two forces. So this is the F force and this is the F force. Okay. And there is some distance D. So the couple value we can write F into D. Okay. So similar concept we can apply. Consider the shaft is supported in the bearing. So this is the bearing. Okay. And due to gyroscopic couple, the shaft has a tendency to rotate like this. So at the right bearing, shaft will lift. Okay. And at the left bearing, so at the left bearing, that is at bearing A, the shaft will add some extra reaction. So it will press on this bearing. So this C we can write, let us take this span total as a D. So C is equal to, so we'll take the force as a reaction R. So this is R, which is an extra reaction. And this is R. So this R into L. So similar to this equation, F into D, which is a couple. So same here, R into L is the couple. Okay. So I will draw the force diagram. So this is R, this is also R, and this is L. Okay, or D. So this is R into D. So D is the distance between the two bearings. And this distance, it is given as a 0.1 meter. Okay. So D, it is given as a 0.1 meter. So 9.2, this is equal to R into 0.1. So you will get R is equal to 92 Newton. Okay, so this is the reaction. That is the extra reaction at point A and B. So whenever we calculate the net reaction at A, we need to add this extra reaction, and at B, we will subtract the reaction. So RA will be, so RA is W by 2. And plus that 92. And RB will be W by 2 minus the reaction, which is 92. Okay. So this answer is 116.5 and this is equal to 67.5. Okay, so this is how you can find out the net reaction at bearing A and bearing B. So to decide whether to add or subtract, we have to observe this effect. Okay. So we should have some knowledge about the angular momentum. So again, I will explain that effect so that you can decide the direction of rotation of that axis or shaft. So this was the shaft axis. So this is the initial axis. So I will take this as a X. Okay. So as this is the axis, as per the thumb rule, because the disc was spinning in this direction. So this was the angular velocity of the disc. I have not shown the disc. So its angular momentum, you have to curl the finger in the direction of rotation. So thumb, it will denote the direction of angular momentum. So this is your initial angular momentum. Okay. So this vector, it is like this, which is a L. Now, as there is a precision motion of the complete assembly, that is a shaft along with the disk, about this perpendicular axis. That means complete system is rotating about this axis, which is the y-axis. So to cause this precision motion, we need to add some extra moment or torque to the system. So that torque, it will have the direction. I'm drawing the vector. So this is the direction of the torque, angular velocity, omega p, okay, and the extra added angular momentum. So I will take this as a dl, okay. So in the L, we have to add that dl. So what is the resultant vector? So resultant vector, it will pass like this. That means if you don't have the bearings at the two end of the shaft, then the shaft, it will simply rotate and it will align with this vector. Okay. And so in the front view, so this is the initial momentum. So this is the shaft. And this is the added momentum because of the precision. So this is the final momentum. So shaft will rotate in this direction. That means at point B, it will move in the upward direction, and at point A, it will try to move in the downward direction. But this rotation will not possible because it is connected in the bearing. So the net effect of this rotation will be changing the reaction at A and B. Okay. And therefore at A, there is an extra moment. So total moment at A, it gets increased, and at B, there is subtraction of the initial moment and the added moment. Okay. So this is how you can find out the net moment at A and B.